During the interview, I asked all of the participants, how does the closing of the schools affect the community? I also asked the participants if they saw a trend in the closing of the Chicago public schools.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the biggest trends I noticed was the fact that the schools that were being closed were in predominantly black neighborhoods, aka the south and west sides of the city, and that the schools that were closed were. It's a bit funny that the ones that were closed were like the ones that celebrated black leaders and then black and minority leaders, I would say, in the community.
Um, in general, it will make the learning process even more difficult because students have to transition into either even larger classroom settings. So the effect is pretty much going to be the same. Learning quality is going to decrease actually because the classroom sizes are going to be smaller, and schools are probably going to start to become overwhelmed.
First, children in the neighborhood of the school closing now have to find a new school to go to, if any school at all. Find a new school to go to, which is usually further away out of their neighborhood or out of the direction that they are going in. So they have to travel, which changes their schedule and their parents' schedule as well if they're getting dropped off or if they're taking bus routes, school buses, or public transportation. It just really puts them out of the way. The money earned from the lottery, from people buying lottery tickets, I thought was supposed to support the local government, and that should go into school funding.
Yes, they are the money made from the lottery is supposed to go towards schools. But if that was the case, then we wouldn't have this mass amount of school closings in the city. Instead, it should actually be the opposite, more schools opening for more opportunities.
I decided to ask a couple of people who could potentially be affected by the closing of these Chicago public schools. Two teachers and a former student. Jordan Morgan reporting.